I feel like we cannot go a stream without mentioning VCraft. Have I had, like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody has data on this or if anybody collects or cares about this kind of information. Have I had a single stream the last month where VCraft was not mentioned or referenced a single time? Once again, Sir Clifford, it's Calvin. I also was not quite ready to move on. I think I am ready to move on from VCraft now, though. I do not want every other collab to be VCraft related after it's over. I need to go back. I need to move on. It's so fun though. I almost wish that's how it worked in VCraft. And then I became not busy just in time for VCraft. Really, especially now that VCraft is over. I was getting enough rest for VCraft, but not as much as I prefer. I'm usually very strict about a full 8 or 9 hours. For VCraft, I was getting 6 or 7. I was just climbing out of the Calvin trenches, and now I'm falling back in. Yeah, when VCraft made me a DoorDash-aholic, do you remember that? Thank you for taking such an interest in VCraft all this time as well. I'll try my best to move on, I promise. I'm doing my very best. Maybe by the time I move on and I'm not talking about VCraft anymore, there'll be a sequel. Ever since VCraft Enchanted, I've fallen back into biphasic sleeping. I want to make the ruins or like design Madeline's tower from my VCraft lore. That's what I mean when I say betray you. I know I'm like supposed to move on from VCraft, but just as a little treat. I don't know if you were there for the long-running arc throughout VCraft of trying to define justice. They looked like zombies. I almost said they looked as zombies because I'm still talking like Calvin from VCraft. Wait, can you cast it without holding your right? I keep saying right muscle like VCraft.
Oh god.
The self-casting spell, as we would say in VCraft Enchanted. Before I got sick, I was slacking a lot too. In the time of like VCraft, I was not on my regular routine for exercise then either. She was playing Repo with the Church of Chat. We're still at the party. We're still doing VCraft in a way.
Oh my gosh, it's Vitruvius! I'm a huge fan.
I'm back. I'm back after my GameStop trick.
Your GameStop trick?
Calvin, my boy. It is good to see you again. Let us.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
But also, I love that they all have a random design. I'm imagining Vitruvius sending Calvin a really ominous summons on like a cherry blossom.
Enter postcard.
It's just on this beautiful thing. It says, "Dear Calvin, the rendezvous point has been exploded. Please come and meet with me immediately."
We decimate New Witchington at dawn. So nostalgic. This was a month ago.
It was only a month ago.
It was about a month ago, yeah.
I'm at the point now where I'm rewatching old VCraft VODs.
Me
like,
too!
Just going back and reliving my favorite scenes. Like,
Me too! I put him on the TV!
Last night, I was rewatching the scene where you and I first went to the rendezvous point, Calvin, and then I was showing you like all the lightning spells, and I was like, oh man, I love seeing the side by side us both decompressing after that RP. I didn't realize we were doing that for like almost a full hour of just raw RP, and then after that you just screaming your fucking head off, and I was like,
it was so happy. It was so because I didn't plan for anybody to learn any of Calvin's lore. It was meant to just be pretext for my viewers. So it was crazy when you started to dig into it. Looking at you as Vitruvius right now, I've had to restrain myself from speaking the character like 3 times now. Like I have to make an active, conscious effort not to speak as Calvin. And I don't feel like I see everything. Especially more recently, you know, since like VCraft era, I've followed so many more people outside of my initial bubble of just NIJISANJI EN. Low-key Calvin, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Well, I don't know, my thought was like, okay, why does he look so dusty and brown? Like, why is the outfit so brown and muted? And why does he only have ghost Pokemon? And I think the monologues hit so much harder when you're wicked and sick and nasty.
I love the clip. I can't remember when it was, but it was a clip of like shortly after Calvin had like joined Vitruvius, and then you were like just alone talking to your chat, and you're like, hey, I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy.
I didn't know, because the whole concept I had for Calvin was that he'd be like a clean slate, just, you know, to morph to whatever people he talked to. So it felt cool.
I'm a bad
you're like,
guy.
Yeah, Calvin is not becoming a bard. Calvin is not becoming a bard. I'm sorry, guys.
It's not happening. Gay Kaelix.
Wow, I see.
It makes me think of the gay bee from VCraft.
Of course. This is why we need to get VCraft started back up immediately.
Next, we have to be master and disciple, but for good.
The OVA, breadwinner OVA.
How can I make this about VCraft? That's so good.
It all comes back to it.
Volt.
First,
It looks just like my spell book in VCraft. Enchanted.
Whoa.
I'm not nice. I'm not good. I'm just right. I'm righteous.
I think VCraft got to you.
How can I make this about VCraft?
Or you could do a birthday week celebration where we just,
Ooh, just like 5 days in a row.
Yeah, 5 days of Dokapon.
Just microdose VCraft for those that weren't hardcore. No, I would never dare to ask you for that much. That'd be crazy.
There's one point where I was up against someone else, Mary, I think. Who
oh yes, he casts
he casts it in such a
missile.
whimsical way, like magic missile,
Magic missile.
And that I was like, okay, he's full of joy and whimsy.
That's
I'm
funny.
not mad at that. That's funny,
That wasn't me though. That was Calvin. I don't. That's,
But I don't know. You add like the long incantation before.
I loved doing that in VCraft. I loved to just like make one up. It's so fun. It just feels so cool. I'll try my best to move on. I promise. I'm doing my very best.